energy in good places with good people doing good things. Somebody's pressed. Worse than the panini, to be perfectly honest. Because why? Like, here's the thing. One of the things they don't know is that when they do all this stuff, when they, send all this energy or boohoo cry, it really lets the collective know that they won. I mean, me personally, ways that I knew that I won in situations in the past are because the opposing party would have to do something. Like they would be so like, you know, taken by whatever was the situation that they just had to do something. That's usually how I knew that I was like, whether it be like somebody call your phone. I won. Hello. The winner's on the line. I mean, that's just the reality of it. If you're attacking someone, they know they've won. And that's why a lot of the divine beings just kind of like, oh, that's what you're doing? Because you're going to learn. That's all I'm supposed to say there. All right. Who can we know who this is? I want some identifying facts about who these people are so that the energy can be placed where it needs to, because unfortunately, other people that may have been previously involved with doing things with these people are going to be oppressed because of their connection. You see what I'm saying? So it's important that a lot of people know who's out there still sending energy towards the divine beings so that they can help to send it back, or, whatever they need to, because it's going to affect you one way or another. One way or another. That's the karma and karmic energy right now. Is like one way or another, they're going to get theirs. And if they continue to stay in people's energy and like press towards other people, it's going to get worse and worse. It's going to get worse and worse. All right, so let us know, who is it that's out here trying to be in the collective's energy? Who is it? Who is it that's trying to be in the collective's energy right now? Give us identifiable things. There's somebody who's trying to like figure out where they're going, like figure out their journey maybe. Maybe someone that worked for you in the past, maybe someone that worked for you now, maybe someone that employed you, maybe someone that you were employed with. There's somebody there that's like trying to figure out some things. Hi there, Partha. So there's somebody there maybe that you worked with or that worked for you that's trying to figure out some things. There's also there's also a lover here that's kind of watching. Ooh, maybe they're watching you and you're the revolutionist, or they're a revolutionist and they're watching you. Could go both ways, right? Hello. Hi, Kumar. Hi, Frankie. Hi, Suella. Suella, I think that's how it's pronounced. Are you okay, Frankie? Because you're asking me. I'm here doing what I'm doing. You popped in my space. Didn't you? Get it together, Frankie. Yeah, there's someone else who was trying to put together something, or maybe even someone who does work in who is an architect. But they either were trying to put something together or they're trying to put something together now. Maybe even with a gang or without a gang. Let's see. Ooh, about some betrayal. Okay. So what are they pressed about? Because I see all these people, like all these names, all these energies want to pop out. Oh, they're pressed about what they're learning. They're pressed about what they're learning. Maybe about someone who is in the military. So maybe what's the news there? Ooh, that maybe that person is homeless now. What are they learning? Oh, that they was coached to go in the wrong direction. Look, it went in the reverse. So someone's realizing that they were coached to go in the wrong direction. Look, that betrayal card came right back on out. So, let's see. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I don't know if someone's trying to take a gamble now, or wanting to take a gamble, or thinking about it, but maybe there's some player type energy that was kind of like playing detective, or is now playing detective, or played something. But the truth has come out. Maybe even about a player energy. All right, because these are all people who are pressed. So there's somebody some player energy is pressed about what some detective has found out. There's somebody that's trying to figure themselves out. Like, I don't even know if this has any association with you. Again, it could be an old employer or an old employee. Maybe even someone that just was in the same, business line of business as you, or someone that does something similar to you. Okay, what are they all pressed about? I guess they got coached. What did they get coached on? What was it that they were coached on? Something to do with some leadership energy? Oh. Okay, they were coached on how to try to keep some type of King of Wands energy in a regretful energy. So making this person like not wanting to, do anything about their lives, change anything. Wanting to stay in this like head over heart and never use their heart energy. So they're trying to devise someone's heart chakra being closed off. Ooh, wow. Yeah, because they know that there's something about like if this person brings justice in that area of their life. Okay, what's the problem? Press like the panini. Ooh. So the problem that they are arriving at is that this person has a lack of inner joy. As long as this person isn't in this Ace of Cups energy, like fulfilling whatever they need to in that cup of love, they are not fulfilled. And so that's where they're running into an issue. That person has a lack of inner joy, is kind of smug, dissatisfied, maybe indulging in materialism to try to find inner happiness, but they're realizing that it's only going to come from this. ¿Dónde estás? ¿Dónde estás? What's that? Ooh, and that is essentially why this person is getting emotionally balanced or is emotionally balanced now. This person is sitting in this King of Cups energy, ready to come tear it down. Yeah, because they went and did some soul searching, and that's why these other people are pressed. Pressed. Because they realize that this person wants justice in their area of their home life and, love and happiness. Something that can make you do wrong or make you do right. And it seems like this person wants to do something that will make them do right. They want, they don't want to be attached to some type of demonic energy or entities where they're fighting and cussing and fussing and arguing and all this other stuff. Yeah, they're like, nah, they put that to rest. They don't want to live in that. They want to be in a peaceful environment where they're happy and they're, satisfied. They also know that this is kind of like, this is a new idea for them. This is a new way of thinking or exploring things. But this is what they're thirsting for. This is what they want the most. This is, the new ways of communicating, the mental energy, that they have to exasperate in these past situations are exhausting. And who wants to deal with that, especially all of the illusions and the like half lights and the lies, because let's just keep it 100. This is the lies card, right? So, and I don't blame anybody who would want to be in a relationship like that. Make it make sense. All right, what else should be known here? Because I have other things to do. That's making these people so moody. So that's probably what the energy is around. They're feeling very moody and like uncomfortable, disappointed. Their minds are getting the best of them because they're jealous. So whoever these outside energies are just jealous, and they're realizing that they really need to come clean. They're trying to possibly even rethink their approach, because they have a lot of deception, and it's really just it's self-deceit. They're fooling themselves. Ooh, yeah, they kept secrets, or they want to still keep secrets, and that's fine. Because the collective has moved on too. I think that's the biggest part for people too, is like why they're so pressed is because they're sitting there thinking about you and you're gone. You didn't moved on. Like you're done and over it. And that's a lot of times what happens, especially when you disconnect from people. Whoa, what is this? Yeah, you went. It's almost like you went towards this passion project, and you started to see, maybe you took passion and went towards them, or maybe when they come towards you, they have a lot of anger, their energy is scattered. You seem to find yourself in delays or them in delays, and it frustrates you, rightfully so. And that's what got you in this like energetic energy and like passionate energy to move forward, like without fear, like in all ways possible. And I think that's that's the strength of that energy is what's making these people go so crazy. I mean, think about it. When you really are sitting in that seat of justice, That's when people act out. Like I said at the beginning of the video, when a broad used to call my phone and like, oh, my man, this and that's my man and this, or make a post saying like, oh, I could take your man, but you know, just whatever. It's like when you have to attack someone else, that lets the other person know that they've won. So if they want to keep attacking, you're just letting us know that everything is just moving closer. Look at who's everything. Everything is just moving closer and closer to where it should be. So keep attacking. Go right ahead. It just lets us know to keep going forward. Like, oh yeah, you giving me the energy. You letting me know that I need to keep going because it's right there. Look, just looked in the other hand. It's right there. That's really what they're going to do is they're gonna just like keep pushing and pushing and egging and pushing, and it's gonna push you and your person right into each other. Because at this point, they're already aware that this Emperor energy is not looking in their direction. Like there is no side eye for them. They get talk to my back because you ain't talking to me. I'm not even giving the handout. Like that's not even an option. Because with justice, justice for us is not having anything to do with you. That's full justice for divine beings, is not having anything to do with you. And these contracts are all fulfilled. So no one has any problems with moving on and being in the energy that they need to. Let's see, what else? Anything else? Ooh, creative opportunities. Ooh, I love this. Oh my gosh. It's this creative opportunities, intuitive messages that you're getting. You're really curious about, your forward possibilities, and you're happy and surprised in that energy, being sensitive towards your new love, and, really just dreaming about your future, which is the exact energy that you should be in. And essentially it's all of this preparation and progress. So it's like you're looking forward. That's what you and your lover are probably doing right now, focusing on the things ahead. And that's probably what makes everybody so upset. Maybe I should do like a really naughty, lovers reading, because the energy is there, honey. It's just, doing it would probably be better so that people can kind of, I don't know, their triggers are their triggers, right? They're theirs. They're not ours. So nonetheless, it's like everybody in the public, everybody sees this already. This is not a question. It's not doubtable. It's not debatable. It's not removable. It's absolute. Public recognition, victory, progress, self-confidence. You can't take that away. They can't control other people's feelings and emotions and things. They can, but I think people are getting hit to the skip now, and they're like, oh, wait a minute. I'm not going to let you make me think this person is this or this person is that. They're finding out for themselves. You can't be held responsible for anybody else's intuition, what they don't know, what they don't think about, what they don't consider. That's their responsibility, right? And that's why the collective doesn't care. That's why I'm sitting up here simply like, keep doing it. You're just letting me know that we won. Every time, somebody calls somebody's phone and hangs up, or playing on the phone, or trying to send spell work, or whatever they're doing, thinking negative, talking about you, putting, trolling, going under your post, gossiping. You wouldn't have to do it if you were in the right position. And that's why you don't get in the right position, is because you don't do the right things. See, divine feminine and divine masculine aren't trying to control the other person. They're like, oh, okay, well, here's who I am, and here's what, I have to offer. And if you want it, then great. If you don't, okay. It's very simple. It's not this kind of push, like, he has to be with me. And like, if he was with you, then you'd be together, right? You wouldn't be looking at divine feminine, or you would, you know what I mean? You wouldn't be pressed about anything. Do we look pressed? Honey, the only thing I'm pressed about is, what am I going to cook today? Because I got so many options. What do I really want to make for my family? And they all here pressed, stomach hurting, in knots, anxious, can't sleep, sending you all this negative energy when they up late at night. Go watch a comedy. Get your life together. These people are crazy. It's like I don't understand. If someone says they don't want to be with you, they don't want to be with you. I don't understand why people can't get that. Like, I don't care if it's a friend. I don't care if it's a coworker. I don't care who it is. If they don't want to be bothered with you, they don't. Remember how that goes? When you didn't want to be bothered with the collective, they had to accept it. Ditto. Keep that same energy. What's going to happen to these people, though? Something's going to happen with their family. Saw natural disaster in there. Maybe you better quit playing around, because Spirit's like, nope. They're going to get bullied. All these bullies are going to get bullied. Look at that. Because these people are going to start to realize, like, hey, wait a minute. You're the reason that I got in trouble for this. And you're the reason that this is happening now. And da-da-da-da-da. We listened to you. And you told us this. And you told us that. And yeah, you told us this. And now my head is hurting. Blah, blah, blah. There's going to be a bunch of stuff. And you're going to be over here like this, collective. Just all happy. That's what they need to understand. Is like, the more you let yourself sit in this energy, the more it becomes you. Rise above it. Find something else to focus on. That's the reality. What do you think the collective did when they went through their own transformations? Do you think the collective was just out here pining for their person, or was the collective focused on themselves, dodo birds? That's where people get it wrong. Like, and then them focusing on you is even wronger. I know that's not a word, but what they doing is not a right thing to do anyway. The energy for the collective is just stay drunk in love. Stay drunk in the energy that you're supposed to, okay? Don't let these people's, projections and, insecurities and, all of this dumb stuff that they keep trying to press upon you, like, oh, well, I'm supposed to be, well, we were together, and that's mine, and this. If it were yours, you'd have it. I had a 3-carat diamond tennis bracelet back in the 90s, and I wore that to the 99 cent store, didn't have it clasped right, and I never had it again. Sometimes we lose things. Sometimes they're taken away from us. In some instances, that we weren't ready for them. I clearly wasn't. Because who doesn't clasp a 3-carat tennis bracelet? And then you lose it in the 99 cent store, girl. So stay focused. That's where your person wants you to be. That's where you want to be. You want your person all on you, and your person wants you all on them, and vice versa. It's all of that energy. So these people are going to get more and more pressed. Again, we've always seen it. We've seen it before, like where people try to pop up at their ex's house and cause drama and make it seem like, and you don't do drama. You and your person do not do drama. And so that's where these people are sadly mistaken. That's where it's like, you can't break up a happy home, right? And that's the unfortunate part for them, is that their unhappiness is, their result, No one is responsible for another person's happiness. However, we are responsible for making sure that we're not conflicting that, right? We can't be saying, oh, I love you, but then doing things because you're not doing what we want you to do. That's not how love works, Anyway, I think these people are just kind of coming to acknowledge the fact that they need to move on. Yeah. All right, what else should we know out here on this table before I call it a day? I think I'm going to do, I can do that better now for you. I think I want to eat first. I'm going to go do something. Yep. They burn their bridges. That's really just all it is. Ooh, I ran across a post of mine on Facebook that was like old, and it was a whole bunch of like individual matches. So not in a book, but individual matches. And it was just kind of like, if you move one of the matches out of the way, then the other set of matches won't get burned. So it's like all of these matches here, and then there's a space where you moved one, and then all of these matches that were on fire. Because you moved one out of this way, the rest of them don't catch on fire. So that's also what's happening in the world. Like, people are removing themselves from toxic energies and relationships and situations, etc., and they're helping to show people how to move themselves out of the way. Because this is the thing too. Oh, I wrote that down. That was a part of my notes. This is the thing too. What people fail to realize is you can't talk about something that you're still going through. It's usually pretty hard, right? Because you don't know the outcome. It gives you a lot of anguish, anxiety. And so that's typically why the collective is the type of person that's like, you don't look like what you've been through. You don't look like what you're going through. You keep a brave face. Because that's the only way to kind of move through it, right? And that's what these people don't realize. Like, you need to focus on something else, just like the collective. If the collective issue was money, then they focused on health. Are we paying attention? Because you can focus somewhere else for yourself and allow that to be useful in a positive way for you, as opposed to just sitting there being negative and, griping and grieving. But the reason why I personally share my stuff and my situations is because I'm no longer in that space. I can't sit up here and talk to you about a bad relationship or a bad marriage or a bad this or how I used to be if I'm still in it. Because that's, where people get embarrassed, right? And then once you've healed, you understand why you don't need that shield anymore, right? It's like, okay, well, I've healed from all of this, so I don't need to be afraid of people knowing that, my life was difficult. That's crazy work. That's the energy they want you to be in. They want you to be shameful of what they did because they don't want to be shameful of what they did. You follow me? This is the energetic projections that they send. But anyway, so once you understand that you've healed, you don't need the shield. You don't need anything to protect you or to make you feel like from what? People being stupid and messing themselves up? Not high. Now, you also understand too that in order to help, it may require that you do expose your past, that you do talk about things that you've experienced. And it's not like you've been out here doing people wrong. So that's why you're able to share more freely, because all you're sharing is how you gained, what you learned from the experience, the lessons that it taught you, how to see the people's true colors and stuff like that. Again, we won. Okay, and then the other part here, exposure just means that, it's clear. The lesson that you needed to learn is cleared. So don't let anybody hold you in any type of mental prisons. Again, they used to love doing rituals and spell work on weekends too, because they felt like you'd be alone, but I feel like that's where they are now. Like they're sitting around and they don't have nobody to call and it look dry outside and their phone is dry. Your phone is dry because you want it that way, right? We're the type of people that can sit and, we chilling. We're like, ooh, I can take a nap in the afternoon. Like we ain't tripping about nobody else. We're focused on our transformation process, right? We're in this new life, this rebirth, new beginning, okay? Like a baby. And that's bringing us a lot of justice, right? That's why we're focused on just everything that we want now and using our imagination, right? To really be focused on this alliance, like all of the loyalty, the things that you really want, right? What's the point of focusing on the things that we don't want? That's what's the problem with these people, but that's how we also know that we've won, right? Because they're so pressed on you. They wouldn't have a moment to look in your direction. You would not be a factor, right? Just like they're not a factor. You don't think about them. It's just these people that keep pressing upon you, keep sending their energy, keep doing stuff, right? So to each his own. I hope they heal. That's the only way to get what you really want in life, right? All right. I hope this has been helpful and insightful in some way, shape, or form, and I'll catch you on the next one. Later.